Are we good?
Yep.
Welcome everyone to DKMN round 2 of season 1 here at the Bahrain International Circuit. And a little recap is that IRT Academy lead the standings. They got a 1-2 at round 1 in Melbourne, with IRT Flourish taking the win and IRT Taupe in second. And then SRL brought home a 3-4, so they will be second in the championship. And we're just waiting to get going here in Bahrain. Sometime this century would be nice.
Not sure if the lobby's bugged.
Should be alright, it's just Omar. Joe's loaded, so it's Omar that's the issue.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me just quickly send Omar another invite. Omar, where's Omar? How hard is it to accept a friend request now? Right, are we all up and running? Yep. Got car out on track, Joe, for SRL. Let's get some telemetry up. That'll be beneficial. Right. There we go, Omar's in. Right. You want to make a prediction on where you think this one's going? What
Well,
team? What driver?
obviously IRT, last race, very strong race from them, getting the 1-2. So you'd think to go to them, but there's definitely a lot of strong drivers there. SRL getting the 3-4, they'll be up there for sure. You've got WSC as well. You got almost anyone really could be up there. It's a free fight, but if I had to go for anyone, I would probably say one of the IRT drivers. It's got to be up there for me.
Yeah, IRT. Joe's very quick around here in particular. As he comes around the final corner to start his lap. DTR maybe? WSC?
Yeah, both very
all got-
strong contenders. Yeah, definitely.
Joe through turn 1 and 2 nicely. Up through 3. We're up to turn 4 now. Gotta make sure using all the track. Get turned in, don't cut the curb. Does that nicely.
Yeah, looking like a clean lap from Joe at the moment. No mistakes so far. Going through sector 2 now. Got McLaren behind him. So we'll see the times flowing in soon as through sector 2 he goes now. What time is he going to set? It's going to be 1 minute 6.1. Obviously, purple so far as Omar. Disqualified.
Who settled? Oh right, no, never mind that being. I don't know what Omar's doing, to be honest. I don't even know what it was. Ferrari rounding in the wall at turn 4. Here comes Joe across the line. 1 minute 27.9. That's a strong banker, I'll be happy with that. WSC Iodel, 29 flat. IRT Taupe, 28.4 last week on the podium. Looking to replicate that. Brent comes into the pits. That's CBR. I'm not going to attempt to say that. Yarvant's invalid. On the front row last week. Game for life. P3, 28.5. And IRT Nick, 28 flat. IRT looking strong again.
Yeah, 2-3 at the moment.
CBR Felkus, 28.6, and Ultimate Beast for GFRL, I think. 28.6.
Yes. That's a big lock up there for Verstappen. Coming through that difficult left-hander, you do see quite a lot of lockups through there, so I'm not surprised he's done it. We've got a, what I believe, an Alpine coming through the final set, so that would be Joe coming into the pits.
Anyone on fast laps? Wesley, nope, he's on a... Anyone on a fast lap?
I don't think so. I think they're either on in-laps or out-laps at the moment. Maybe Bastian,
we'll watch
actually.
Wesley's lap. Wesley can run down turn 1, stamps on the brakes. Clips in, misses the apex a little bit, but across turn 2 nicely. Very safe. Right up to turn 4, using all the track and getting it flicked in, just missing the curb. Oh, well caught. Good first sector. Into turn 8, I want to say. And coming down the hill, very tricky braking zone. Very difficult. Absolutely nailed it though. Up through the gears. We're coming up to the end of sector 2 now. Get flicked in. And up the hill, flat out. .106.5 through the middle. And then its final sector is a game of straight line speed. Coming into the final corner. Nicely done. Lovely apex. Good exit. 28.4, that's P4 for Wesley. 1,000th of a second behind IRT Taupe.
Up into P4
Verstappen 29.5. Yarvant starting another lap. Quistro spun. Don't drive the wrong way, lad, you'll get disqualified. Yes, Moustache. P3. ASAC Shadow now. Cross line 29.2, P11, and CBRD's 29.5, slots in behind. Yarvint's the one on the lap now. Nope, there's a sideways Aston Martin. Not what you want to encounter on your lap, but didn't hamper them too much. That looks like somebody cutting the track. I did catch that, so we'll see. But Yarvint coming down the final corner. Gets it flicked in nicely. On the throttle. Run to the line, open the DRS. 28.3. P4. I'm not entirely sure where Glenn's going now, but onto the IRT Tote coming to start his lap.
Ooh, that's a spin for Felkus.
For
Turn 1, turn 2. On exit.
Tote really aggressive on the throttle, almost losing the back end. You hear the back wheels spinning up. Into turn 4. Don't open up the power too early, otherwise you will drop it. And he's half inch down. And get the car rotated in second gear. Then bring it down into the tricky braking zone. He's just about got it slowed down, almost over the curb. A lot of wheel spin, not shifting up quite quick enough on the exit. Coming towards the end of sector 2 now. Up the hill, flat out. He's 10th up. He's recovered from his first sector. Coming at the final corner now, IRT Tote. Gets it turned in nicely. On the throttle. DRS open. And it's going to be P3. Improved by 2.5 tenths in the end. Good lap.
Brent's improving as well, up to P5 now, 28.3.
Oh, that's a spin for Ultimate Beast. Gel Ram P4. Things are getting quicker. And Joe is down after his first sector.
Oh, that's a spin on the final corner for Beast. Oh, we're down too early.
He spun in the second to last corner as well, so tires maybe a bit too warm. IRT Nick, 27.8. He goes pole position just. As Joe on the run down to the final corner now. Gets it turned in nicely. Opens up throttle. That's taking pole back. 27.7. Not by much though, only half a tenth on it. Who else is on laps? He's just starting a lap.
Verstappen across the line. There is going to be... Yep, I think he's just doing a second out lap there actually.
Wesley. Nope, that's not Wesley, that's Brent coming around the final corner. Can't find him.
Bastian up to the line. Up to 28.5, up to P12 there.
Now it's ASAC Shadow. Nope, he's not on the lap. Questro coming up the line now? Yep. That's not particularly competitive, a 34.8. Right, now it's Wesley's turn. Oh, Game for Life's having a trip through the gravel. Where's Wesley? 10th. There we go. Right. Up to the line for Wesley. 28-1, P3. Good lap. Isaac Shadow. I think he might be next to the note. Verstappen next to the line. He's up by half a second. P15 with that lap. 20 in the flat.
Oh,
Alfa
spin on the final corner.
Romeo. And then it's Isaac Shadow now. Coming across the line, DRS open. It's going to be 28-7, P15. And grid's very close.
Yeah,
Quistro, P13. From P16 to P3, 7/10.
Yeah.
Not even.
Very close, very close. I thought that was a slight mistake from Verstappen there. I think he's on his in lap though. Moustache, he seems to be on a lap here possibly?
No, he's on the
Yeah, he just seems to... yeah, he's run out of fuel.
Yarvin, is he on a lap? No. Maybe? Yes, he is. He's up. Oh, and he's gone round. Is Velku's preparing for a lap? Right, now we have to wait on final runs. How long's left? The yellow flag thing will go over, I'll be able to tell you. 2 minutes 50. And we have some people leaving the pits.
Game for Life already out there quite soon actually.
Yep.
So Game for Life starting his lap then. He'll be the first driver to complete his lap. He might encounter a little bit of traffic. Up ahead, he's got a little bit of gap for now though.
Too early.
Yeah. Using a lot of the curve on that right hand side there. Now heavy braking through the right hander. Good power on exit as well, and it's going to be 28.6 in the first sector there. A little bit of an improvement. Because again, heavy braking zone, slowing down a lot into this right hander. Make sure you don't lock up that front right there. It's easy to do so. Again, easy to lock up here as well with the front left. But he does that very nicely through there. Good on exit as well. Got some cars pulled over on the left hand side. They will be out of his way. He comes down the back straight now. Down to fourth gear through here. Quickly up to fifth. And what will his second sector time be? And he's going to be a 10th down though at the moment. So he's going to need to find a good final sector here. To improve on his 28.4 that he set so far. I don't think going early for him has helped him. There's one more corner to go. Can he find any time at all? As he runs final corner now, and he is going to come into the pits. And he just didn't find any time at all, and that will be his qualifying session over. P11 will be the best he can get.
I believe it is ASC Moustache next. Nope. He's yes, maybe no. Who's next across the line? Alpha Tauri. CBRDs, defused. He's 7/10 up. He needs a big implement from 18th. Coming in the final corner. A little bit sluggish on turning, but run at the line now. P17, 28.8, and that is Brent now. P5 for Brent, and Iodell Jr.
Don't think he's going to improve.
No, he's not. Is that Joe across line now? No, he's boxed as well. Nick, next across the line, can he nab pole? Yes, he can. IRT on pole again. And IRT top P3. Wesley improves ever so slightly. Fran up to P7. Gelram P2. An Ultimate Beast cannot find improvement, and I believe Verstappen's still in the driver. Oh no, AC Moustache.
He's invalidated.
And yep, so Verstappen, the only driver left to come across the line. That's P16, so it is 2 for 2 for IRT. In Melbourne it was IRT Flourish, who converted into victory. And Bahrain it's IRT Nick on pole position, followed by Gelram and Joe Royal, followed by IRT Taupe and ASE Moustache, DTR Wesley and Fran, Brent, Yervant, Iodell Jr. rounds out the top 10, and then Game for Life, Bastien, Quistro, Ultimate Beast, Felcuz, Verstappen, Shadow D's, Deancon and Omar. IRT looks strong, a 1-4 in qualifying.
Yeah, good qualifying laps from them, but can they change it into the race? Obviously, it's a completely different session. You know, that run into turn 1 is crucial. Although around this track you do see quite a few overtakes, so maybe not as crucial as some other tracks, but still, obviously, that start just as important.
Well, Flourish was backwards and in last place last week, and he still won. So anything can happen.
Exactly, yeah.
Taupe came from about 14th on the grid to finish P2, so
yeah.
Anything is a possibility. Safety cars can change it in an instant. Can I get a sneak peek at what tyres everyone's choosing? No, I can't. Love you too, game. Oh yes, I can. Lots of medium runners by the looks of things.
It's off for Joe Run. No, never mind, changed to medium.
Right, let's see what tyres everyone's actually on. That's a hard on Joe's. Where is it detail? Tyre. So, got a hard tyre for Joe, ASE Moustache, Wesley, and ASAC Shadow. Everyone else, medium tyre. Somebody's hit the wall immediately. Right, back at the front. Oh, Nick's gone round. Well, his tyres will be warm now. Better to get the spins out now than in the actual race. And I do believe Omar is going for a record here. Most disqualifications in a DKMN weekend. Currently, he's on 2.
Could be done. Could be done.
Which, 2 is already the record, but this rate wants to make it 3. Right, as Nick makes it back to the front.
Oh, cool. Oh, yes. Oh, Mod has qualified, didn't he?
Oh, somebody's going round at the back. Felkus. CBR look like it could be in a tough race. 15th and 18th on the grid.
Yeah.
Could be a struggle. Oh, that's Quistro going round. We're already at 3 spins and this is just the formation lap, so... What are they... Okay, I'm not even going to question it. As long as they all end up in the grid box, I don't care.
They are everywhere.
Right, can we get a good camera angle game? Please. Pretty please. As everyone is now lined up. Well, that's not a very useful game, is it? We'll go on board with RT Taupe. It's lights out. That is a good start from Gelram. And from Joe in the hards. Nick has had a poor start. He's already down P3. And he's been forced off. Here we go. Joe leads the way on the hard tyre. Oh, that's people off the road. Nick and somebody. Nick and Wesley. And Game for Life's already out. Whether that's happened. And Omar's backwards. And it's chaos in the midfield. Bastien and Max Verstappen going wheel to wheel. Back at the front. And Gelram's got to be looking to get back in front of Joe. Joe could not ask for a better start here. Hard tyres out at the front. Perfect for his strategy.
Yeah, he's just got to see if he can hold all the medium runners behind for as long as he possibly can, because those medium tyres will have a lot more grip. But if you can hold them behind for long enough, then hopefully those hard tyres can start to develop and start to get into a suitable window for him to start putting pressure back on them. So I think everyone's just going to...
Here we go, down the main straight for essentially the first time.
Brent might go for a move here. Looking down the inside, he is going to go for the move. Down the inside. And he spun. He spins the Ferrari whilst going for a move. Now Bastien's retired.
Out.
Oh, it's carnage at turn 1.
And we have a VSC? Yeah, VSC. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm sure we'll find out. Wesley pits for a new front wing, that's unfortunate.
Omar also coming into the pits as well. Retiring as well.
So we've got 3 retirees, one from ECR, one from WSC, and one from PRL.
I also think that Dean's disconnected as well, so I think that's just his AI racing at the moment.
Looks like it, so that's an L for PRL. Oh, Ultimate Beast of the drive-through from P6 and Brent's already through. He's going off-road.
Haas has got no front wing, Moustache. With no front wing.
How's he lost his front wing under a safety car?
100%
His teammate behind him. So... And Ultimate Beast's got wing damage as well. He's coming out the pits. Brent's coming out the pits. all chaos.
Side by side between Fran and Shadow. Shadow doing the switchback though. Is he going to try it one more time? He's going to try to stick it around the outside. There's a little bit of contact between the two. But Shadow, I think, going to hold on that right-hand side. Both have got DRS. Fran on the mediums, obviously, he's going to try to stick this around the outside. It's a long way around the outside there, though. Shadow leaving the room on the inside, but in the end, Shadow puts the power down quicker, and Shadow gets the move done. And he is up into P8 on the hard sides as well, but Fran looking to come back at him there. As Shadow on those hard sides really slow. Oh,
and the CBRDs on the inside of IRT neck. That was late and unexpected. Oh, he's in contact and he's been spun.
And Fran's going to go for it here on Shadow. Again, these two going side by side. Once again, Fran will get the move down the inside. Shadow not fighting that too hard at the moment.
Lovely racing between the two of them. And up at the front, Joe's actually pulling away. Let's see if we can get some telemetry so we can see some ERS. Joe is burning more ERS though. Falcouz with the fastest lap.
Questro in. Into the pits, is that
wing damage?
Wing change?
Yep. And Shadow maybe looking to come back. At Fran, not with an exit like that, he's not. Further back after having made a pit stop, 2 DTR boys are close on track. Here comes Wesley. Easy as you like. No fighting as you'd expect between the teammates working together.
Questro coming out.
Boom, cold tyres. We won't be able to compete with them. Verstappen will probably be looking for a move on him. Questro weaving to get any temperature. And we've got Spinner up front. Fran.
Oh, contact.
Yep.
Oh, and Dean's gone into D's there. Fran with no front wing. Almost even more contact. And we have a safety car. Full course safety car this time. As Fran gets a 5-second time penalty.
Another 5-second penalty.
Yeah, that's 10 seconds. Now Dean without a front wing, that is his AI though, I think. So, 4 laps of racing. We've already had 2 safety cars. I don't think anyone will box. It's a bit too early to box.
Oh, there's WSC Audel diving in. And Falcouz. Does Nick have a wing? I believe Nick does have a wing. That's been a fun 4 laps for him. Pole to last the 5th. So the guys that have pitted, Iodel coming in for hards, Falcouz coming in for hards. Are they gambling on going to the end? Probably.
It's a long stint on the hard tyres. Maybe
a long stint on the hard.
Maybe they're predicting another safety car at the end to then put on a set of soft tyres. I think that stint on the hard tyres is going to be very long. 25 laps they got to do.
I would say that is stretching it a bit.
Yeah.
Up at the front, Joe will lead the pack away.
Yeah, it's estimated the hards can go 22 laps, so it may be possible. But those tyres are going to be 70% tyre wear at the end of the race, and they're really going to be struggling. But you never know. You never know what can happen in these races. And it could work. we've got people changing position. That's side by side into the pits there between Yervant and Dees. In the end, it was Dees who got the advantage there. But this will be interesting to see who's going to have the quicker pit stop. Ferrari versus Haas. Sorry, Ferrari versus AlphaTauri, in fact. AlphaTauri in the end with the quicker pit stop, and Dees will maintain being ahead of Yervant there. Dean will go past them both, so they will drop down to P13, P14 on hard tyres.
Right then, after all that chaos, let's have a bit of a look. Biggest winners, Isak Shadow up 12, Velku's up 8, These up 5, Joe up 2, Iodel up 4 and has made a pit stop. Biggest losers, Game for Life, killed at turn 1, Bastien down 6, SPS Fran been involved in a few incidents. ASC Moustache down 5, he was missing a wing at one point. And Nick has somehow managed to come back to 4th.
Yeah, it's a great drive from him so far after being almost last at the start of the race, and he's already back up to P4 on medium tyres. Right behind his teammate as well, so they might be able to work together here to get ahead of Gelram, but most importantly Joe as well. On those hard tyres, if the sooner people can get past him, the sooner they can get away. Or maybe Joe's got the pace on the hard tyres. You know, we've done 5 laps so far, so the mediums still have a little bit left in them. But it all depends on how long Joe can hold on, as we've got another lap on the safety car here, as we wait for Ultimate Beast to catch up.
Interesting. Joe has this race under control basically. Gelram has to be able to get past him and break that DRS.
Yeah.
To build a gap so that when inevitably they're going to switch tyres, Joe's going to go to either the medium or possibly the soft. And well, Gelram has to go to the hards because he can't take a soft to the end.
Yeah.
And they've got to act quickly. Otherwise it'll be too late, and Joe will be long gone. Let's see what Nick can do. Obviously he's got pace to go from... Well, he was on pole, and then he was last, and now he's 4th. So the top 5 are the only ones that haven't made pit stops. Everyone else has made pit stops, but second pit stops will be required for most, if not all. On the penalties, SPS France, 5 seconds. As we look to get underway shortly. Where Joe will back us up through Sector 3, and Isak Shadows crashed under the safety car.
Oh, and Ultimate Beast has gone into him as well.
Well, that's just... unfortunate. Isak Shadow was having a very good race. Anyway, back at the front, Joe getting ready. When's he going to go? Looks like he's going to go out the final corner.
Oh, he's going to wait a little bit.
We're going to take him on the line and he's gone. And Gelram's reacted well-ish, not really.
Already?
Iodel has reacted well. He's on the side of Nick. Here he goes, on the inside, turn 1. Can Taupe sort of defend his teammate by boxing Iodel in? He can. Good teamwork from IRT there.
Oh, and he's gone round.
Iodel's gone round. And ASC Moustache has gone off as well. And SBS Fran has gone round. And Brent and Questro side by side. Brent's come out on top so far. And when are IRT going to swap around? They have to do it carefully because they do have cars right behind them.
Good restart for Joe though.
It is a good restart. Managed to keep them at bay for at least a lap. Gelram reluctant to use any ERS, which is interesting. ERS is wonderful, but Verstappen out. Has he just retired on track? Has retired on track. Don't let me forget that he retired on track.
I will note it down.
Here we go, can Gelram do anything? And IRT boys side by side. That's going to be a switch in positions. Nick will be released. As for just now, I believe that's everything. Right, can Nick get after Gelram? Can someone put some pressure on Joe? Pace on the hards is outstanding. IRT Taupe struggling, oh he's had a snap. And Felka's got all over the back of him. Please for the love of God, brake in decent time. Right, there we go. Followed by the two Williams drivers for DTR. Very close together. What tyre are they on? Brent's in the hards, Wesley's in the mediums. Wesley will have to pit again. Brent probably will as well, but we'll see. And Joe again stretching his lead. Gelram's looking more like he's going to have to defend from Nick rather than attack Joe. And ASC Moustache has gone round. DRS enabled. Here comes Gelram. This is when he needs to strike. He needs to strike before he comes into the pits. Otherwise he's giving himself a very uphill battle to fight. DRS open. Nothing happening there. Brent looking like he wants to pass Wesley though. And Yervant. You still alive, Sport? Yeah.
I'm still here. Yeah, Joe, actually, originally looked like Nick was going to be putting the pressure on him. But he seems to have switched defence into attack here, and he's looking to put the pressure on Joe now that DRS has been activated. He's just gradually getting closer and closer, both around similar ERS levels though. And obviously
those mediums are going to be pretty knackered by now though.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 laps on them so far. The pit window, I don't think will be too far away.
A couple of laps, 2-3 laps I'd say. But Gelram looks like he could be going for it into turn 1 here. He gets good final corner exit here. Could be in for a change in the lead. Here we go. Onto the straight. Joe's burning. Gelram is not. And Gelram happy to wait. Let Joe burn his ERS.
Yeah, he's just going to sit behind him now. Maybe try and set himself up for a good run out of here. It doesn't seem like he's going to be close enough, and no, he's not going to go for the move here.
Still not burning any ERS. Clearly Gelram, well, he knows something that we don't, because he's quite happy to just sit there. Purple first sector for Gelram. As the DTR boys are starting to fall out of DRS of this little train. And Taupe almost is as well.
Was Joe? I'm very close here actually
And
now.
Yarvan down the inside of D's. And they're going to go side by side in a difficult braking zone. Well controlled by Yarvan. Gotta be careful behind though. Iodell is going to be there. Nothing happening there. Back up the front. Gelram pushing Joe around this final sector now. Surely he's got to go for it this time. 90% ERS.
Yeah, Joe only on 60%, so Gelram surely he's got to go for the move here. He's still not using his ERS though.
Joe's burning again.
He's still happy to sit behind. And the longer and longer that he sits behind here, it's falling into Joe's hands. Late braking. Getting it slowed down in time though as we have Dean into the pits.
Is Gelram going to go for it now? No.
Now, one thing to note is Nick's actually fallen out of DRS there.
He is struggling to keep up. The tires starting to get away from him.
And yeah, the hard's definitely starting to become the better tyres. Felku's close to the back of Taupe here. Only 4/10 split the two of them. He has already boxed though. He was one of the ones that boxed under safety car. So he's only done 7 laps on his hard tyres. So that's someone going wide.
Nick, I think. He's dropped out of DRS because of that mistake. Right. Gelram is going to have 95% ERS coming around this time. And is he going to peel off into the pits? Oh, he's burning some ERS.
Maybe he's going to go for it.
He's closing right up to the back of Joe.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see some overtaking here. Here we go, he's all over the back of him. Joe burning a little bit. Gelram is not.
He's closing
Closer, 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 closer. He's got to pull out. And he's going to send it. Down the inside goes Gelram. Into the lead. Can Joe get that switch back off? Going to be forced onto the curb. And Joe's got DRS coming down here. And he's got to have a look and he's just got to tuck in behind just now. As Iodell with a double move down the inside of Yervin and Dees. And he can move on with his race and try and close the gap to Quistro. And Wesley tucked up behind Felkus and IRT Taupe now. IRT starting to fall out of this a little bit.
Yeah, those medium tyres starting to wear down now. And I think it will be, it could be this lap or next lap that we start to see them coming into the pits for their one stop onto the medium, hard tyres. Joe staying close to Gelram here, so the gap only 5/10, so he will get the benefit of DRS. But we'll see if Gelram comes into the pits.
IRT have got like 10% ERS combined.
Yeah, that's difficult for them.
Gelram stays out. But for IRT, it's pit stop o'clock under the lights tonight. Gelram with the fastest lap. Here comes Felkus. You can see the flashing light and IRT Taupe. He knows what that means. He knows IRT Taupe's down on power. Here we go. Felkus now. Close to the inside. Gonna have that move done. Or not. Taupe's gonna fight that. Oh, off the road. But Felkus settles into P3. And he can move on with his race, see if he can catch front two. Then it'll be Wesley's turn.
Yeah, obviously, you're discussing the chances.
Oh, SBS France gone round. Ooh. Don't pull out! Oh, okay, well then, that was silly. And that's full safety car, no wonder. That is entirely your own fault, Fran.
That's going to benefit the medium tyre runners a lot.
Yep.
Except Nick.
Well, yeah, Nick, unlucky pit in the last lap. But Joe will come in now for mediums. Gelram's just done 14 laps. And he's just on the first lap, so the tyres have still got performance. So I would say, if Joe doesn't come in for mediums now, he'd be silly. And then he comes, yep. Felkus stays out. Tope and Wesley are in. And Brent is in. Double stack at DTR. Quistro is in. What will Iodel do? He will come into the pits, as well as GFW Yervant and Dees. And Nick will stay out and hopefully regain most of his positions. It's so unfortunate for him, he's not had the best of luck tonight.
Yeah. Ooh.
I think he'll come out.
Brent just coming out ahead of Quistro there. Obviously double stack
I think
for
he'll
DTR.
filter out between the DTR drivers, so he has lost 3 places. That's also because Felkus hasn't pitted, who I would say, this is risky, he's already got 10 laps on these tyres. Unless he's going to do some Sergio Perez-esque tyre saving here, this could be difficult for him at the end.
Yeah, or he's possibly banking on another safety car towards the end of the race. You know, we've only done half the race so far, and we've already had what, 3 safety cars. So it is definitely possible that we have another one, but if we don't, that could leave him in a lot of trouble. Obviously towards the end of the race.
Did Wesley and Brent come in for mediums? They did. And Quistro, and Iodel, and Yarva, and these. So these people that pitted already in this race are now in a very good place. Tope and Gelram and Nick are going to struggle a bit now on their hard tyres compared to everyone else's mediums, and well, I don't know what's happening at Felkus at CBR, but only time will tell. One more lap, hopefully, of this.
I'm not sure if Felkus is trying to burn a little bit of fuel here. Obviously, we have had 3 safety cars, but he's maxing out the revs a lot. So that would tell me that he's trying to get rid of some of the fuel. Because obviously, under safety car, you're saving a lot of fuel. And the lighter car you have, the better you're going to be. I think most drivers probably doing the same thing here. I think Joe seems to be doing something similar. So, not quite sure. Oh, hello.
What happened?
Oh, we've missed something. Gelram's retired. I wasn't paying attention then, but Gelram...
I wasn't.
Don't know what's happened there, but he's ended up retiring. He's
I
looking
am
like
very confused, I won't lie.
yeah, looking likely to challenge for the win. But he's not going to retire and finish in P12. And that gives Joe even more of a chance to win this race.
Wesley will be hoping to clear Tope quickly. He can maybe challenge. But I'm not entirely sure what happened to Gelram. I could probably clip and watch back.
Yeah, I was just going to flip
But
back
here we
and
go.
see.
Felkus is gone. Caught them all napping.
Yeah, no one looking like making a move into turn one. They all seem to be a bit slow. Maybe
Quistro.
Quistro.
He's burning a lot of ERS for this. Down the inside he goes. Getting it slowed down. Well defended by Brent. Thinks better of that. Joe into the lead now. And Questro's gone round. But Joe has taken the lead now. He's back up to P1. And we'll be looking now to disappear off into the distance on those medium tyres.
Yeah, that was sort of a matter of time, really. There's not much Felkus can do. Those tyres just not working for him at all. Wesley not able to get past Taupe yet, but he will be putting the pressure on soon. As I did just flick back to see how Joe Ram retired. He's trying to get temperature into his tyres, and he just dropped the car and spun it on the right hand side. So very unfortunate for him.
Wesley's burning some ERS to get close. Here comes Brent into the final corner. Not your usual overtaking spot. There's been some contact. It's well held. And here comes Brent now. Burning his ERS. His teammate giving him a slipstream. And the two DTR drivers move past the two IRT drivers. In sync into turn one. Wesley up to P3, he'll be hoping to now get after Felkus. And it's more misery for IRT as Järvent round the outside of Nick. That's a lovely move from Järvent.
Yeah, good move from the Ferrari driver. Those hard tyres just not working at all. The tyre prep would have been difficult for them, trying to get a temperature up into tyres. But those mediums have just got so much more grip. And every driver on the hard tyres losing a couple of positions so far, and already Nick actually almost pushing Järvent around the corner there, as he almost got a bit too close. Already used so much ERS though.
Yeah, IRT seem like they use a lot of ERS, not any ERS much of the race. Point to note for when I'm racing. Right, Wesley now pushing up to the back of Felkus. Can he get within the DRS? That'll be the goal. And Joe with another fastest lap. He is starting to check out.
Seems every driver using
Here
a
comes
lot of ERS.
Iodell on Nick. WSC driver around the outside turn one. Oh, and Nick has to go across the gravel. Kept it together though, lost the position. And it's another lost place for IRT. Now Brent for DTR all over the back of Taupe. Yeah, what, Felkus has actually got decent pace.
Yeah, he's managing to keep that gap to Wesley, despite being on 14 lap old hard tyres compared to Wesley's 4 lap medium tyres. So he's doing a very strong job out there in P2 at the moment. Obviously Joe pulling that 1.8 second gap, but that was expected. As we see behind, Brent and now Järvent close onto the back of Taupe here. These IRT drivers really struggling on the hard tyres so far after the restart.
Who is next for... So it looks like Brent is going to be making a move on Taupe. Here he comes. DRS open. And that move's easy. Done before turn one. Slotted in. It's 3-4 for DTR. Now, can they both try and get after Felkuz? And they could have a double podium here if they want. Yarvin's turn, can he... No. Oh. Looking racy, Yarvin.
Yeah, he's slightly looking at a move around the outside, but look at the amount of grip he's got compared to Tope. He's going to go down the inside here, and IT's going to leave the room on the left-hand side and almost spin there for Yervant. Manages to keep it together though. Tope holds on for the time being. A slightly misplaced though for the left-hander, and Yervant all over the back of him as he opens the DRS, and Yervant looks like he wants to go for the move here to get past Tope as soon as possible, but I don't think he's going to be able to into the braking zone. No, he's just a little bit too far back for now. But everyone all over the back of Tope here.
He's really struggling on these hard tyres compared to the medium runners. Safety cars have not done them well. Notably Wesley, teetering on the edge of that DRS zone. Is he going to get it? I think he's missed it by 1,000th of a second.
No, he's got it. He did get it.
Wesley didn't.
Oh, it came up. The graphic came up on my screen saying that he had. Just it shows how tight it was to the activation point, and I don't think he's going to get it on the second DRS straight there. Looks like Felkuz went a bit wide there actually. Maybe not. Didn't lose much time.
Oh, Yervant again. He's pushing Tope through this section. He needs Brent to try and get away so that he can break the... He's going for it again. Tope should have that covered off. And he's lost back end again.
All of this battling though, bringing Iodal into play as well. He's now got DRS and 2 ahead. Only 19% battery though. So he has been pushing quite hard as Yervant, closing a lot here, but he's just going to sit behind for the time being. No point going for stupid moves, especially only with 9 laps to go.
There we go, Wesley's into DRS now, 0.8 of a second. He's got more ERS than... Oh no, Felkuz broke it again. I think Wesley's just waiting. He knows that it'll come to him.
Yeah, it's probably smart from Wesley. He knows that Felkuz is going to be using a lot of ERS and he's already below 10% here. And Wesley will probably be seeing that red light flashing. And he'll just be patient.
Tope, no ERS either. Yervant still can't get through.
Just setting himself up though. He might try for a move here. No, he's just going to hold back for the time being.
Despite the fact Tope's on 5% ERS, he's defending this like he's on 20. Possibly more.
Yeah, Tope doing a good job so
far.
far.
They've touched. That's
just too much speed through there. Tope obviously having
a bit too ahead of himself and he's spun Tope, and I can imagine Jasper will be reporting that one.
Yeah, Yervant getting a little bit too close to the back of Tope there, as was the grip difference. But in the end, Yervant spins him out. It does put him up to P6, but not the way he would have wanted to. As Wesley is going to be within DRS range this time, as the gap only 0.8. So Wesley.
Felkuz has got 10% ERS. Wesley's got 30. Wesley, see that red light flashing from the very last corner. He knows Felkuz is down on power, he's derating.
Yeah, Wesley's still being patient. He still knows that he's got time to get this move done. Still 7 laps to go. So he will just sit behind for now, manage his ERS, make sure he's got enough for when he feels the time is right to get the move done.
Very calm driver is Wesley. Sensible, takes his time.
Yervin already, after spinning Topa around, he's already on the back of Iodal. Only 5 cents away, and he's going to get DRS here. Only on 10% ERS though. That's the same for Iodal though. Both struggling to manage the ERS. But we'll see if Yervin can get the move done. Iodal not too far away from Brent here. I think it's just going to be outside of DRS zone range though, and I think Yervin could be looking for a move into turn 1 on their next lap.
And I would say Wesley looking good for a move this time round. Here goes 3/10 at the final corner, 4. But not burning any ERS.
Neither's
Here he comes anyway. Only the DRS. Both drivers very respectful into that corner. And Wesley with an exceptional exit. And that's P2 for Wesley.
Yeah, sure.
And I would say it's probably a bit too late to go catch Joe unless Joe makes some horrific mistake, but anything could happen.
Yeah, 4 seconds gap between Wesley and Joe. I think it's just going to be a little bit too much, but Wesley showing that patience is key there. Waited for the right opportunity and he got the move done. Falcuz knew he wasn't going to hold on to that, so he's just pick and choosing his fights here. He might want to try and stay on the back of Wesley here and get dragged along by him so he doesn't fall into Brent here. Brent obviously will want to get the move to get a double podium for DTR if possible.
Falco's still in DRS, but it looks like it's going to be Yervin looking for a move down this straight. They're both very close to Brent as well, so Falco's too far back, and here goes Yervin down the inside up. Iodal gets the car slowed down. Easy. But Iodal has the DRS down the next straight, and he's going to get him back immediately.
Oh, Yervin though with a great switchback. Oh, just a bit too early though with the power. That was almost a great move from Yervin then, but in the end Iodal holds on and gets that 5th place back. Falcouz still staying with Wesley here. He's doing a very good job on those hard tyres. They've really not worn down for him at all. He's managed to keep pace with those around him, and he's doing.
I think he'll have to be careful of punctures at the end, but we'll see. Been on them for 20 laps now, so what a stint this has been.
Yeah. Obviously he came in during that second safety car, first full safety car. We thought it would be very difficult to go to the end, but he's doing just that at the moment, and he's doing a good job. In fact, he might close enough to challenge Wesley here for P2, but I don't think he's going to, as it would just cost him more time. He is closing, but yeah, he is just going to brake earlier and just sit behind. Yervin with DRS here. Iodal just not close enough to Brent to get DRS there, and Yervin still holding back for now, as that's a mistake from Iodal. Goes a little bit wide through there. Yervin can't capitalise on it too much, as Iodal seems to be compromising his lines quite a bit through here. And as Yervin again with back end loss on exit. Nick rejoining here, as obviously those hard tyres will start coming back into effect here as the mediums start to wear out. So Nick might be fancying himself a possible top 5 here if he can get past Yervin and Iodal, but only 3 laps to go, and he might struggle to do that.
And further back end of the points, these Quistro and Tope, all very close together. I do think, though, everyone's struggling with ERS management. Joe's just about got more ERS than the rest of the grid combined.
Yeah,
Is Felku's going to have a go at Wesley this time? I think he's trying to push not too hard just to, you know, get his tyres to the end and...
Yeah, secure that final step on the podium. Nick is going to go for a move.
No, it's Nick.
To go side by side. Yervant holds on for now.
Like Questro round outside of D's.
Oh, and D's has gone
spun.
round. D spins round. Whilst battling
Bit
with
of pressure from Questro.
Yeah. D's falls to it and he
Well
spins
driven
down.
for them not to collide.
Still, Felku's close behind Wesley here. He's got 35% ERS as well. Wesley with 20.
Felku's setting himself up for a move at the end of the race.
Could be doing just that. I mean, if he keeps up, he might be able to do it. But because those medium tyres on Wesley will be starting to drop off. But Felku's, those hard tyres have surely got to be even more worn. And surely he's got less grip than Wesley. So I think he'll struggle to make the move, but it's always possible. With DRS and ERS, that he gets the move.
All fighting between Iodel, Yervant and Nick gave Brent a little bit of breathing room. Yervant is 0% ERS coming down the straight. He's going for it down the inside. Can he make it stick? Iodel's gonna hang in there. And they come side by side. Yervant's the one with the DRS. Good driving from the pair of them.
Oh, it could be 3 wide here. Nick almost getting alongside. A little bit of contact between them. He'll get
and Iodel hanging on just.
Oh, Nick with a late dive. Down the inside, still a little bit of banging. But Nick still behind Yervant here. He believes he can get the move on those hard tyres. We've only got a couple of opportunities for overtakes left here. And somehow Iodel holding on. He's doing an amazing job there in P5. As we have Tope and Quistro going side by side. I think Quistro might have gone off there. I think he might have made a mistake. And now Tope up to P8. One place behind his teammate.
And Felku's right up behind Wesley. I don't quite understand how he's done this on these tyres, but he has. So here he goes. He's going to do it.
Well. Yeah.
Up into P2.
That's amazing from Felku's there. 24 lap old hard tyres. And he's still driving as if he was on a fresh set. Wesley will try and come back at him though. Oh, we have Yervant and Nick.
And Wesley's going for it. That's a dive.
Oh,
bit of contact.
Good catch though from Wesley in the end. But he's gonna be a big gap to catch up there between Wesley and Felku's. Obviously,
my game crashed.
Oh no! Right at the end. Oh, it's a late dive from Yervant down the inside of the McLaren. Nick's going around the outside now. Yervant loses the position to Nick. Nick gets the move done. Up to P6 now for him. As he's closing into the back of Iodel here. Iodel with not a good exit at all there. And Nick's going to put the pressure on him. Because we've only got a couple of corners to go. Nick's going to go for it here. Which way will he go? He's going to go around the outside here. Can he get the move around the outside? Both drivers leaving enough room. The McLaren of Iodel on the inside line. They're still side by side through the fast right-hander. Still leaving each other enough room. As Iodel still with the outside line. Nick on the inside. They're still going side by side. And I'm just going to jump to the front as it's going to be Joe who crosses the line. A dominant race here. He wins. But still these two going side by side. It's going to be Iodel with the outside line. Still, as Nick on the inside line, and I think Nick's going to hold on. Yervin could possibly get the move here, but I don't think he's going to be quick enough. And Nick takes P5, Yodel P6. But just to jump back to the front of the grid, it's Joe with first. Felkuz, an amazing race from him, 25 laps on hard tyres to hold second. Wesley, in the end, couldn't get Felkuz, and he will take the final step on the podium.
That was fun.
Yeah, one end to the race there. Those are the McLaren of Iodal, Nick, and who was the other one? It'll come to me in a second. Yervin, that was it. Those three right on the last lap having an amazing battle, swapping positions constantly. Clean driving as well, but that is your result for round 2 here at Bahrain. It's Joe, a dominant race from him in the end. Got into the lead on the hard tyres, and just from then maintained first place. Got past Felkuz off the safety car restart quickly, and from then he just controlled the race. Felkuz, I'll say it again, what a stint from him on those hard tyres. We'll get P2, then the two DTR boys, Wesley and Brent, P3, P4, strong outing from him. Nick, P5, Ayodel, P6, Yervin, P7, Tope, P8, Quistro, P9. Dees rounds out the top 10 in 10th place. Dean, 11th place. It was his AI driving the whole race though. And then we come to retirees. Joe Ram spinning under safety car. He was going to be up there for the win. Very unfortunate for him. Fran and Moustache caught in an accident after Fran spun out. Verstappen, Beast, Shadow, Bastian, Omar in game for life retired at turn 1, lap 1.
Good race that was. We'll be back next week, same time. See you there.
Goodbye.